Hello everybody, Jake, your resident content cowboy here. Yeehaw, it's Monday. On Mondays we do tier lists, and on Wednesdays we wear pink.
Give me that finger, I'm gonna pepper spray you. Pepper spray me, I will pepper spray you. Huh? No!
We are a few days out here from LAIC, and I decided to task myself with the most difficult tier list I have ever done. By the way, if you're in LAIC, live there in Brazil, in Sao Paulo, I'll be there. Come say hi. We're going to be doing the Latin America International Championships, so be watching, be listening, and if you're there live, say hi to the cowboy. I'm the cowboy, by the way. I just referred to myself in a odd way of the third person. Our tier list today is one of the most difficult ones ever. I'm going to rate the Pokemon in order from 69th. We're kind of at our 69th Pokemon. Psyduck is our 69th Pokemon, all the way to number 1. So I'm going to try to place all of the Pokemon actually in order. And it's not easy to do, and that's why I have the chat here with me live on YouTube and Twitch. I don't know how we're even going to do this, but I have this broken up into categories. We have our top 5, 6 to 15, 16 to 30. We have our B tier. Still got the B tier. 31 to 45, 46 to 60, and 61 to 69. I don't know where to begin with a tier list like this. I feel like you kind of start maybe at the top or bottom, and then you move on, but it's really hard to figure out. So, okay. I think the easiest thing to do is to take a Pokemon like Darkrai, because I know where I want Darkrai. I believe Darkrai is probably the best Pokemon in the game right now, right? So I would just start at the top of my list saying, like, for sure, I think Darkrai is a top 5 choice, right? I mean, I think that's definitely where I would put Darkrai. And then from after Darkrai, I can start putting a few things that I think are hanging out up in the top 5. Like, I think Umbreon is probably a top 5 Pokemon for me in the game. Is this tier list solo or in general? It's kind of a general tier list on the game, yeah. So that's where I think that probably lies. Greninja is trash. See, here's the thing. I don't think Greninja is trash. I think Greninja is actually maybe in the top half of the tier list, guys. Yes, this is where they are right now, Pokeface. We could do an all-time ranking at some point, but Darkrai definitely wouldn't be there all-time, right? Okay. So, Espeon top 5? No, I wouldn't put Espeon top 5. Although I do think Espeon could be in one of... We're not even talking about Espeon yet, but I do think Espeon could be in one of these two categories here. We got to think of, like, the tops and bottoms are easy. Blaziken, I think, is pretty good. I do think Blaziken's pretty good. Let's see. Where do we go for bottom here? Bottom would be... Who is in, like, the bottom? This is 61 through 69, so kind of the bottom grouping of Pokemon. Ninetales top 5? No way. The bottom grouping of Pokemon, I'm trying to think of, like, what would be down here. Maybe... Phalanx, maybe, you think? Man, I don't know. Phalanx is kind of low, I think. I could see Phalanx. Oh, Goodra. I do think Goodra's probably down here somewhere. I do think Phalanx is probably here, but it might be, like, Phalanx could be here or here, right? Metagross? No, to me, Metagross is, like, closer to, like, this right here. 16 to 30, 31 to 45. That's where Metagross is for me. T-Tar? I think T-Tar is in the conversation to be down here. Scyther is not that bad. Scyther is like here or here, I think. Maybe like here or here. I don't think Scyther can be that low, honestly. Huh. Okay. Okay. What else is top for me right now? I think Ceruledge is probably in here right now. I can like look at the thing right below top. Would be maybe like Ceruledge, Armarouge, Gyarados, Mimikyu. I think these are all pretty solid. Probably Ho-Oh. And some of these will move around. I'm trying to think of, like, what are things that are, like, really good but, like, kind of right near it, right? So maybe Lapras is either here or here maybe right now. Leafeon probably. Probably Dodrio too. Probably Dodrio or Leafeon could be here. Where's Leaf? Blissey. Yeah, Blissey. Blissey honestly might be in top 5. Honestly, I think Blissey's one of the best things. Pika. Thank you, Pika. Pika's a really good one. Mime is quite good. I agree with you. Mime is quite good. I don't know if it's here, but it's probably more like here, you know? Yeah. Let me think. Miraidon's probably up here still. Blaziken is definitely here. Blaziken, for me, is creeping towards top 5. I think Blaziken is still one of the best things in the game. Let's think. What else is really high up there? I think Garchomp's pretty good, but it's probably at the lower end of this. Tree, absolutely Tree. Tree, I think, is one of the best defenders. How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we already have more than's in the category, right? I think that's how I've set it up here, 6 to 15. We have more than's in the category. Because we have 10 here. Okay. Comfey top 5. I don't think Comfey's top 5. Why are people backcapping in games? Games went out for 4 years? No idea. But it'll never change. Zoro's probably here, but it also could be here. Like, Zoro's insanely good. Zacian is up here, I think. Dang, there's so many great ones, you guys. Zacian, I think, is up here. It's so hard. This is so hard. I'd say Mew is probably closer to here. Hoopa, that's a great point. Hoopa's probably up here, you're right. Slowbro, maybe? Is Slowbro like kind of the defender force it used to be? I think Slowbro might be hanging out here, maybe. Top 5 should be one from each class. That's an interesting idea. Maybe. Wiggly, if Wiggly's anywhere in the top 2 categories, it's more like here. Right? It could be here. I don't know. Gengar? No. Gengar at best is here, I think. Gengar's like here. Machamp at best is... At absolute best, Machamp is here, I think. You think Slowbro? Yeah, I think Slowbro here makes more sense. Mamo is a good one. Mamo's probably here or maybe moving into the top. Let's think about other supporters. Clefable's probably here-ish, right? It's probably like middle of the road, like high middle of the road. But there's a lot here that we're not like figuring out yet. Dang. Eldegoss is probably here, honestly. Huh. Comfey is more like there. Sablei's probably here. Yeah, I think it's really hard. Like, it's going to be hard to figure that. So, like, right now, I think it would be a good idea to, like, look at some of our top 5. But also, like, what are we doing with some of the rest of these Pokemon? So, I think you'd probably find Buzzwole in the middle here. Aegislash would be, like, middle or here. Azumarill would be like middle or here, but like these 3 could go up or down, right? They could go up or down. I think Water Bear is probably mid, but I think Dark Bear is probably here, is what I would say. Like I think Water Bear hangs out maybe 31 through 45, but Dark Bear probably is somewhere like 16 to 30 almost, is kind of what I'm thinking. Buzzwole's kind of underwhelming. I've got him like 1 right before the bottom. Yeah, I think Ho-Oh is a contender for top 5. I agree, Javier. I agree. Decidueye top 5. No, Decidueye's probably like right here in the middle, you know. Gren 16 to 30 I think is probably true, actually. Zacian could be top 5. I've not finished our top 5. I think Zarina is probably here or maybe at the top of here. Scyther is probably here. Metagross is probably here or here. There's just so many good ones, you know. Guard, yeah. Guard's pretty good. Mewtwo-Y is probably here right now. I think Delphox is maybe here. Man, this is hard. Because how many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I've got more than it, right? I've got, what, 15 here? Jeez, this is hard. All right. We need to figure out the tops and bottoms more. What are the worst things in the game? Like, what are in contention for? What is 61 to 69? 61, 69. Yeah, we got 9 Pokemon in our bottom. What are the worst 9 Pokemon in the game? I think it's Goodra, Phalanx. Phalanx is weird because I don't even know if Phalanx is actually here, to be honest. Zeraora, I could see it. I could see Zeraora here. How bad is Meowscarada? It's not that bad, I don't think. It's not the worst in the game, no way. Greedent? Greedent's so tough, but no, I can't think it's I don't think it's Greedent. I think Greedent at if you even put Greedent here, that's probably too low, you know? Dang. I think Greedent's like at least here as we're talking about Greedent. Scissor. Ooh. Maybe Scissors down there. Maybe Scissors all the way at the bottom of our list here. I don't know. It feels like it's maybe closer to here. But then what is at the bottom? Like something's got to be at the bottom. Dura is bad. I think Dura is here. But here's the thing. In solo games, I actually think Dura is pretty underrated. I think it's like... Yeah, Venusaur feels like fully middle of the road here. Like fully B tier Venusaur. As a Mewtwo X main, put him at the bottom. You think Mewtwo X is that bad? Mewtwo X has not been crushing it lately. And they did nerf it. Its pick rate's insanely low, right? It's the lowest in the game. Mewtwo X might be a call for it. Although its win rate's all solid. Mewtwo X I could see. Yeah, I was about to say I could see it here like 46 to 60. Dragonite feels like here, maybe, to me. Where is Cinderace? I think Cinderace is kind of... I think a lot of the auto attackers are kind of middle of the road. They're like here or one lower. Yeah, I'll scroll down and see what Pokemon we have still. We have Glaceon, Ninetales, Crustle, Guardy, Inteleon, Snorlax, Sylveon, Talon, Absol, Meowscarada, Blastoise, Candle, Lucario, Cram, Char, and Espeon. Comfey got to be at the bottom? No way. No way could Comfey be at the bottom, guys. It's way too good. It's way too good. It's solo. It's at the bottom for sure. Char, I don't think it's that bad, but it did get nerfed pretty good. Could Blastoise be down there? Blastoise is a questionable one, you know? Blastoise is a questionable one for me because it did get some buffs, but I still don't know if they were enough. I think competitively maybe they were, but in general, I think Blastoise is kind of underwhelming. Huh. I might put I can't believe it, but I honestly might put Blastoise in the bottom tier. It doesn't seem insane to me. It's probably one up, though. It's probably one higher. Right? I think it's probably one higher, though. I don't know. It's hard. It's going to be hard. Sylveon, I feel like, is probably here. And you think Snorlax is all the way at the bottom? Man, maybe. I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. Maybe. Espeon 16 to 30. That might be fair. And I think A9's probably here. Glaceon's probably here, too. Glaceon's really good. Inteleon's really good, I think. This is a hard one to not be in one of the top ones. I think Guard's pretty good. And we're going to have to move some of these here. I think Talon is probably hanging out in the B tier. I think Absol is also probably in the B tier. I think Meowscarada will probably stay there. I think Crustle is maybe up here. Crustle's a real hard one. Cram is probably B right now. They've nerfed it multiple times again. Candle, I think, is decent, but it's probably hanging out in B. I'll put it with some other attackers here. And Lucario is probably B, high B, or maybe closer to like 16 to 30. And then we have Char that I'm thinking is maybe like lower here right now. Okay. So let's like take a look here. We need to move some Pokemon to our top 5. That's going to be like important, and we need to move 5 more Pokemon to our bottom 9 Pokemon. And those ones are going to be really crucial, I think. Everyone in the chat saying Duraludon bottom 5. I'm agree. By the way, I would like to hear from the chat right now. I motion to move Blaziken to top 5. I do. I think Blaziken is a top 5 Pokemon, and I don't know. I think it hasn't been getting as much play lately, but that's because the other all-rounders were kind of dummy. I think Blaziken's actually still one of the best things going in the game. We got the chat saying Trev top 5, Blissey top 5. I do believe Blissey is kind of broken. I think it's been broken for the longest time. I think Blissey, I would not disagree with Blissey making top 5 right now. And then that gives us a speedster, defender, all-rounder, and supporter. And that's what the chat wanted, was one of each. That wasn't exactly even what we were going for, but I do think that that's pretty fair here. I do think that's pretty fair. Zacian could be top 5. I think it might still be there, honestly. I don't know how bad the nerfs hit it. It doesn't feel like it was that bad when I played it, but it might be like competitively that bad. Zacian's really good. Who else is really good right now? I think Zacian's really good. I think honestly Greninja's a lot better than people give it credit for, but I don't think it's top 5. I think Dodrio is not there. I think it's close. I think Miraidon was. Ho-Oh's the other one though. What about Ho-Oh? Honestly, Ho-Oh doesn't feel like a bad one for top 5. Ho-Oh's kind of insanely broken. So here are the ones. A Tree, I think, is a good call. Zora, you think too many nerfs on Ho-Oh? Yeah, maybe. I think Tree is a good call, but I don't know. I think there's an argument for Leafeon. I think there's an argument for... I don't think Cerulege, after the nerfs, I don't think Cerulege is top 5. I don't. Not after the nerfs. I actually think it's like... I think you could make an argument that Cerulege is closer to 16 to 30. I really do. I don't think top 5. Mimikyu, huh? I don't know. Psyduck for sure. I don't know. So for me, it's going between Trevenant, Zacian... Eldie, I could see it. Trevenant, Zacian. A lot of people saying Pika. I don't know if it's P after the nerfs. I don't think Pika's top 5. I really don't. I feel like Zacian might actually be the call here. Armarouge, I don't think anymore. Not after the nerfs. It was for sure. But I don't think after the nerfs. I think both Cerulege and Armarouge are really good, but I don't think they're top 5 anymore. Umbreon better than Ho-Oh? I believe Umbreon's one of the best things in the game, yeah. It's also so versatile, but Ho-Oh is quite good. I just think Ho-Oh's kind of fallen off a bit. It's gotten a lot of nerfs. Its Unite is still insane. It has one of the most ridiculous moves of all time. I might put Zacian in here, honestly. Mimikyu. I think Mimikyu's high, but I don't know if it's top 5. I think Mimikyu's high up. I think Tree's really high up. I think Leafeon's really high up. Ho-Oh's really high up. Like, these are all really high up there for me. I think attackers, it's probably Pika, Miraidon right now are like two like really killer ones. There are a lot of decent ones. You think Tree over Zacian? I don't know. You might be right. Tree is really close for me. I don't know which one I'd rather see in there, but they're both really close for me. I could see Tree over it. Tree over Blissey? I don't think so. I don't think so. They're both really good, but I have to have a top 5. I don't know. Let's see. In our 6 through 15, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we still need to drop 1 from this, yeah? Or 2? This is hard. This is hard. This is tough. Okay, let's go back down to the bottom here for a second. Because this is just hard to organize, I think. What is the worst Pokemon in the game? Are we all agreeing that it's Goodra? It doesn't feel... You know, it's like... I don't know. Is Goodra as bad as... I don't know. Is Goodra the worst Pokemon in the game? It doesn't feel like the worst, and then it kind of does feel like the worst at the same time. That's a really hard one. You think Phalanx? People want Duraludon dropped to the bottom. I mean, I don't know, guys. In a coordinated setting, maybe, but don't you think it's interesting that every single Duraludon build is over 50%, and Duraludon is one of those Pokemon that consistently has a win rate over 50%? Like, it doesn't drop down as much as other Pokemon at all. I don't know. I think Duraludon is kind of like... I think people give it a bad rap. I don't think it's actually as bad as you think. I think it's I think it's underrated. I think it's like not... I could see like a lot of people not liking it, but I actually think it's kind of underrated. Because it's only good for securing bosses, but that's not true. That's not like Duraludon's thing. And also, if that was the case, then it would be like the best Pokemon in the game. If it's great at securing all the bosses. Okay. Dragonite is bad. I don't think Dragonite's that bad. I don't think Dragonite's that bad. I think... I could see Scissor dropping down. I could see... Yeah, I could see Snorlax. In competitive, no. I could see Scissor dropping down. I could see Cinder. I could see a reality where we put Cinder here. I don't know. It's a hard one. I feel like here's the tough thing about some of these. Like some of these, I don't think, like, for instance, I don't think Sword is that bad. I just think it hasn't gotten buffed in a long time. And it's not as broken as other all-rounders, so it never gets any play, you know? Char's at the bottom, you think? I don't think Char's that bad. It's so hard. Oh, it's so hard, you guys. I think I have to move Sableye down 1 at least. Man, Cram's at the bottom. I don't think Cram is all the way at the bottom. I could see Cram here. I could see Cram here, maybe. Man, this is hard. Okay. Let's get. Dang. All right, let's look at stuff in our B tier and see if it would go up or down. That might help us a little bit. I think a lot of this is fairly middle of the road. There's nothing in here that I'm like, and there's nothing in here. Like, if I'm gonna move anything down, honestly, it's both Cinderace and Dragapult here. That's where I think it would go. I would move both Cinderace and Dragapult out of the B tier if I needed to make space. I really would. You think Shandy down? Dang, maybe. Is Chandelure better? Is Chandelure better than Delphox, Venusaur, Sylveon, or Ninetales? Is Chandelure better than them? Or those 4 attackers? Scyther down? It carries pretty hard. No, I don't think it is, right? It's close, though, right? You think it is better? Circumstantial. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh, man. So you think Cinder and Venu are equal? If Cinder and Venusaur are equal, then I would move Venusaur down. I would move Venusaur down to this next tier. That's what I would do. if they are equal. All things being equal, I would move it down. A9 moves up. That's hard. That's hard. Okay. I'm all right. This is, I don't have a good strategy. I'm going to go to 6 to 15. We need to move something out of 6 to 15. Okay. Tree stays. I would not move tree. Okay. Leafeon stays. Mimikyu stays. Ho-Oh stays. Armarouge and Ceruledge, I'm not fully positive on. I'm not fully positive on these two. I think Gyarados stays. I do, but it's close. Dodrio, the chat's going for it. I could hear an argument for Dodrio moving down. I could hear it. I think it's a great Pokemon. But I could hear an argument for Dodrio moving down to 16 to 30. I couldn't move it any lower than that because I do think it's seriously still a good Pokemon. I'll move Dodrio down 1, even though it breaks my heart. Pikachu and Miraidon. I think Miraidon might stay. I think Pika might go down. Oh, this is hard. I think Pika might go down 1. Yeah, I think Pika goes down, honestly. I do. Yeah, I think Pika's like good, but I don't. It's not broken, though. Pika is not broken. I think Pika's really good, but I don't know if Pika is one of the... Because what does that make it? Like one of the top 15 Pokemon in the game? I don't know. It's really good. LD stays, and I think Hoopa stays. I think LD and Hoopa stay. Look at the ban rates on API. All right, I'll take a look. Is Pika like banned all the time? That doesn't prove that much, but the ban rates are Mewtwo, Mimikyu, Darkrai, of course. Pikachu's pretty high up there. I'll agree with you. Pikachu's win rate is kind of mid. It's 49%. Ceruledge, by the way, its win rate is 48%. Ceruledge dropped like a rock. And Armarouge dropped a lot, too. It dropped 4% from last week. But it's not only based on win rate, right? Because, like, supporters aren't going to have, like, a particularly great win rate sometimes. Darkrai, easy to kill, overrated. It's actually not easy to KO. It has some of the best defensive stats and HP out of any of the speedsters, and it's not overrated. It's at least top 5. It's definitely one of the top 5 Pokemon in the game, no question. Let's see. Move Ceruledge down. I wouldn't even argue it. I kind of would move Ceruledge down. I kind of would. But I do think it's still good. I think it's still really good. I just don't know if it's top, like, Pokemon here. In our 16 to 30, let's take a look at that here for a second. Pika, I think, probably stays. Bird stays. Mamo, I think, is probably there. Zoro, I think, stays. I think Zoroark is extremely good. Lapras, I feel pretty good about Lapras. Do you think it's this high, though? Is there a reality where Lapras is 1 tier lower? I think they fixed it, but I don't know if they didn't break it. I think it might be 1 tier lower, honestly. Still a good Pokemon, but I don't know. You'd put Lapras higher, says Pimsky. Interesting. I think I have to drop Lapras, and we can talk about it. Mime, I feel like stays, honestly. So does Garchomp. Zarina down. We're not at it yet, but I kind of agree. Maybe Zarina down 1. Mew. Do we put Mew down 1? I think Mew is really good, actually. I just don't think it gets like a lot of good play. We might put Mew down. We might put Machamp down too. You think Mew stays? Yeah. Yeah, Mew stays. Okay, all right, let's keep Mew for now. I could definitely agree with dropping Machamp. I think it is actually pretty good right now, but I could drop Machamp. I think Wiggly is borderline. Clefable and Comfey, it's hard because there are so many good supporters, but I do think supporters in general are kind of busted. I could see dropping Wigglytuff and Clefable. I could see it. I'm gonna move Clefable down 1. Dark Bear, I feel like needs to stay there. Dark Bear really needs to stay there. I'm kind of with you, dude. I'm sorry, dude, but in the chat there on Twitch, I do think Machamp is actually doing pretty well right now. Inteleon drops. Yeah, I actually agree. I think Inteleon does drop 1. Where does that put us? How many do we need here? 15, right? Is that what we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. I think... Does Gardevoir go down? Glaceon could drop. I agree. Glaceon could drop. Everyone's saying Glaceon drop. I think Greninja is actually way better than people think. I think Greninja is way better. I'm not saying Greninja couldn't drop. I actually think people like Gren is pretty good right now. It unites like every 2 seconds. I think Espeon is looking pretty solid. I'll move Glaceon down, even though that might not be right. I'll move. Do you think Guard goes 1 down? I don't know. You think Glaceon beats Gardevoir? Guard's a tough one. Guard's a really tough one. I think Guard's pretty good, and it did get buffed. What's Guard doing right now on the win rates? Not that this makes all our decisions, but it is interesting to look at. Yeah, they're over 50%. And a Pokemon that's not very mobile. I think Guard's pretty good. Absol down? Is Absol in 1630? Oh, in the next one. Early game for Guard is tough. Okay. Let's move down to our next tier. See if anything needs to move up or down. I think Glaceon is close. Lapras, I think, is fair. Agile Pickle, thank you so much for the membership, buddy. Appreciate you.
That's a stack.
Welcome to the stack. Zarina stays mid. Gengar could move down 1, but it's pretty good. Drop Dark Bear? I don't know, guys. I think Dark Bear is like crazy slept on. Water Bear is kind of underwhelming right now, right? They might have gutted Water Bear actually in that last patch. It's because it's at a 43% win rate. My goodness gracious, what happened? Holy moly! I think Water Bear drops. Yeah. Meowscarada drops. Ah! Don't say that to me. Okay, let's keep going. Lucario, I think, stays. Especially after the extreme speed buffs. Decidueye drops, huh? Decidueye drops, doesn't it? I think Decidueye drops. I think it has to. I think it's the thing about Decidueye is it's super situational. It's actually really good in the right situations, but it's super situational. I'm gonna drop it. I am. Metagross stays. I think Greedent stays. I think Delphox, Candle maybe. Dragonite's good. Sylveon's pretty good. A9's good. I think a lot of these are quite good. If I have to move speedsters down, because we got 4 of them here. We got 5 speedsters here, actually. Wow. Oh, man, what do I do? I'm like rolling over my cord here. What do I do? Reggie says Greedent goes up. Maybe. Talon drop? I actually think Talon's not bad, though. I think Talon's actually pretty good right now. Dang. I don't know what to do with some of these. Like, Absol's doing pretty good win rate-wise, but I know these are carries, so it doesn't surprise me. Talon's only got 1 build that's kind of crushing it right now. Meow down. I know. But here's the thing. Because Flower Trick Double Team is consistently like a 53, 54% win rate. And nobody plays it. I could move them down, though. Dang. Dang, I hate this. I hate all of you right now. I don't like any of you. Except for Amethyst. and Hazard. Those are the only people I like. And Pimsky. Sorry, Pimsky. I like you as well. I'm going to move Meowscarada down. Ugh. I'm going to puke. I'm going to move Meowscarada down. And I'm going to move Talon down. What am I doing? What am I doing? You think Gengar drops more easily than Meow? You might be right. You might be right. You think Inteleon down? I don't know. Hold on. Let me see here. I can move Gengar down. It doesn't even break my heart at all. What are we at here? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 15 there, but we could move that around a little bit, which means this one is also 15, yeah, and we're 2 over. Intel shouldn't even be that low. I know. It's a hard one. If I need to move something lower in the B tier, it would probably be Scyther for me. I could move Scyther lower. I could move... Ooh. I don't really want to move Crustle because I don't think it's that bad. Clefable? Oh, you're killing me here. I don't think Lucario moves down. Honestly. I just think it doesn't get a lot of love, but I don't think Lucario moves down. I actually think it's pretty good. Dragonite, Metagross, but they're not that bad. They're not that bad, though. You think Water Bear drops even further? Whoa. Drop Machamp lower. But it's actually been doing really well since its changes. Honestly. Like, Machamp's been doing really well in the meta. You think Candle should drop? Dang. Unite DB has Greedent at D tier. Unite DB doesn't know what's going on. Greedent, before these buffs, Greedent won regionals in Europe. I think the thing about Greedent is it's super situational. It's based on the player. Like, Greedent and Scyther are similar to me. Water Bear is worse than Scissor. Wow, you think it's that bad? Is Water Bear going to make it to our bottom tier right now? Is that reasonable? Is it that bad? You think Water Bear is one of the 9 worst Pokemon in the game or whatever? Dang, that's a rough situation. You think it's that bad? I don't think it's that bad. Holy. Wow, a lot of you think so, huh? It doesn't feel that bad to me. No way. Let's see. Okay. let's look at this bottom tier here. What would we change? I think Talon might be a little better. I think Talon, Meow, and Scyther might all be a little better. I'm fine with Dragapult and Decidueye where they are. I'm fine with Venusaur. I'm fine with Cinderace. I have to put Sableye down one, don't I? I think I have to. I think I have to. Even though I don't know if it is, like... I don't know. We've got Char. We've got Sword, Azu, Buzz, Dura. I think Dura is better than all these chumps. Mewtwo, Blastoise, Cram. This is so hard. Buzz shouldn't be that low. I know, but where do you put it? Okay. All right. Now I think we're at a point. Now what we have to do, Cram down. You're banned for a month. Now what we have to do is we have to start, like, picking some of our, like, let's talk about win rates, and let's just talk about what we could see moving down. Buzzwole is a consistently low win rate. It's consistently low. Okay? And I don't want to make this case right now. I'm like a lawyer who's arguing for my client, and I know it's not right. Buzzwole's win rate is 46, 46, 47, 45, 46, 46, 46. Buzzwole doesn't win. It doesn't win. I don't think it's that bad, but it just doesn't win. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, while I love Buzzwole, it doesn't win. I think it's actually better than this, but it doesn't win. Look at T-Tar's win rate. Yeah, but isn't T-Tar like almost not picked at all too? Like T-Tar has a 4% pick rate, so I don't think its win rate really means anything. It's too low. I think T-Tar is one of the worst. But maybe Buzz's pick rate's that low too. No, it's not that low. Dang. All right. What do we think about... How do we feel about Cram moving down? I don't like this, but how do we feel about Cram moving down? It feels like because of Dive's skill, like you can't move it down. I don't know. It feels like so hard to move down. Yeah, not Cram. You think Cram was ruined? Oh, man. How do we feel? Ugh. I knew this was going to be an agonizing tier list to do. Like, trying to rank them in order is so brutal, you guys. I mean, what do I even do here? All right. Okay. We need... How many are in this tier? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And how many are supposed to be in this tier? 46 to 60 is what? It's 15, right? So I need 3 to move down. Is that right? I have to have 3 Pokemon move down from the bottom tier here. Who's it going to be? Like, who are the 3? You think Mewtwo X? Oh, dang. We're going in. Mewtwo X right now. Do you think we move it all the way to the bottom? Mewtwo X. I'm listening. Mewtwo X. Aegislash that low? Buzzwole that low? This is all heartbreaking, man. This is so hard. What's Gengar up to these days? How is it doing? It's doing okay, right? Since its buffs a while back, I feel like it's doing okay. Hex is like at 52%. Yeah, it's just not the build anyone plays. You think Blastoise is lower? I'm surprised Blastoise didn't pick it up that much from some of the changes. I can move Blastoise lower. Everyone wants Sword down. I'm going to do it, but I don't even agree with this. I'm doing this vote in protest. I'm going to move Blastoise down. Oh, this doesn't feel right. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need one more. Some people are saying Water Bear is terrible. Do you really think Water Bear is that bad, though? That bad? Dragapult? I could hear an argument for... Wow, everyone's saying it's that bad. Water Bear sucks. Jeez. You didn't have to say it like that. Scyther down. You think it's griefing? Griefing. Wow. Ugh. I'm going to move. I don't know, man. Aegislash better than Water Bear, says the chat. Jeez. I don't know. Crustal's above Greedent. Yeah, I could see that. Okay. All right. I got to move one thing down to the bottom tier. And I don't know what it should be. And the chat's saying Water Bear is that bad, and I'm going to do it. So, okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're getting really close. Slowbro might be too high. Slowbro's high. Like Wiggly is high too. B tier has an extra Pokemon, yeah. Where does that one need to go in the B tier? Does it need to go one down? Wait. Hold on. Does one need to go up? Is that what we have to do? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, that's... You think Inteleon's too high? I don't think it's that bad, though. Lower Wiggly. Okay. Oh, there's 70 in the game if you have Scyther Water Bear. You're right. You're right. So we need more. We actually need more. Is it 70 if you count both? It is, huh? You're right. We need... I need another one to go down. I need another one to go down. Dang. Who goes down? Dragapult? Do you think Cinderace? Do you think Cinderace is better than Dragapult? Why do I do this to myself? I don't know. Azumarill? I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. Sableye, everyone's saying. Buzzwole, Dura. I think Cinderace is probably better because it's crazy mobile. I don't want to move Azu down. What's Azu's win rate? How bad is it doing these days? It got a few buffs. You hanging in there, buddy? 50%. It wins with 2 different builds. I don't know. I don't want to move Azu down, honestly. I don't want to do it. And Duraludon, I don't know. I can't see it being one of the worst in the game. I know I'm like an outlier in this situation, but it doesn't lose that much. It just doesn't lose that much. We need one more 16 to 30. Okay. If we need one more 16 to 30, one more Pokemon up close to that top tier, we might consider Char. Yeah, but I don't think Char is that bad. I just think it dropped a lot. I think it dropped a lot. Lapras? You think Lapras goes up that high, though? I don't know. Lapras being that high feels crazy to me. Zarina up? I actually don't even really disagree with that. I think you might be right. I think Zarina could go up. That actually seems pretty reasonable to me. I think Zarina is actually a lot better than people think. It's not played much here in the West, but it's really good. So this puts us at 15 there. It puts us at 16 in our next one, so one needs to go down. Why not Ninetales? Ninetales is quite good. Who goes down from B? Clefable? Candle. You think Machamp? All right, let's have our conversation right now between Machamp, Clefable, and Candle. I could see, I don't know. You think Sylveon does? Oh, wow. Shots fired. Candle or D-Knight? A lot of people think Clefable. This video is long. I knew it was going to be long, guys. But what do you do? I'm trying to like put them all in a reasonable order. If I move Clefable down, then that row is done, right? Is there anything in 46 to 60 that is definitely better than 31 to 45? You think Candle goes down over Clefable? You might be right. Machamp should go down? I don't know. I wouldn't mind putting Dragapult down right now. And this gives us what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This gives us 10 in the bottom row, which is what we need, right? Put Meow back up. Is that Venusaur is low? I don't know. I think Venusaur is like fairly like right around here. It's like kind of middle of the road here. Blastoise can go Pump Spin and Pump Surf. Is there anything in the absolute bottom that people like think is insane? Is Cram better than A9? Maybe not right now. Maybe not after the nerfs. Is there anything in 1630? Talon shouldn't be that low. Venusaur should be higher. Snorlax should be way higher. I think you're actually right about Snorlax. I would at least put Snorlax here, but I have to move something down. I don't know what it would be. I have to move something down. Would it be Sableye? I don't think Sableye's that bad, honestly. Buzz? Oh, man. I think I have to move Sableye down here. I don't know. I think Snorlax is... Yeah, I think Snorlax is actually pretty good. I agree with you. I think Snorlax is pretty good. It just kind of got low on our tier list, but I think Snorlax is pretty good. All right. Okay. This is saying the worst Pokemon in the game is Goodra. And some people are arguing for Mewtwo X. I could put Mewtwo X here, but I don't feel like it is. I think we have it, like the worst Pokemon in the game is so rough. It's hard. Maybe it's Goodra. I don't know if it's the worst though. I don't know if it's the worst. So here's what we have right now. Snore swap with Candle. Oh boy. Oh man. Wow. Mewtwo has a good Unite. I agree. I don't think Mewtwo is as terrible. You don't think Luca's that bad? I think Luca, it's close. Okay. When we look at this tier list, I'm going to start going through it, and I'm going to see, like, we need to see if there's something that just, like, freaks us out. In our bottom tier, Goodra, Phalanx, Mewtwo, Tyranitar, Zeraora, Scizor, Aegislash, Water Bear, Dragapult, and Sableye. If I'm looking at this, the only one that really hurts my feelings is Aegislash. But I think it's kind of fair. I think it's fair. Sword for me feels like it could go up. You have a problem with T-Tar? You think so? Comfey is a low win rate. Yeah, but it's a supporter. Like, you can't base Comfey's play only on... Because it can't win by itself. So its win rate's always going to be kind of a weird tragedy. T-Tar's a bit slept on. Dang. Scizor went from A to S to rock bottom. Scizor hasn't been A to S in a very long time. I don't know if it ever was S tier. T-Tar's so good if you just ignore everybody in Power Farm. Yeah, kinda. Trade T-Tar and Cinder. Oof. T-Tar and Cinder. I don't know if Cinder's that bad. I feel like Cinder's kind of better than people think. Okay. People have talked about swapping Candle for Snorlax. How do we feel about that? Moving Snorlax up one tier and Candle down one tier. That's a hard one. That's a tough one. Fair. Yeah. You don't like it? Okay. Bring Gengar up? Over who? I'm interested to hear. If we're going to move Gengar up, who are we going to move down? If we move Gengar up, who do we pull down? Candle's so good, though. Would you pull down Sylveon? I don't think you'd pull down Gengar over Inteleon. Is it? Absol? I don't think Absol's bad, though. Lucario down. Metagross swap with Gengar. Dang, I don't know about that. I think Metagross is better than Gengar. A lot of people want Gengar up, though. Bring down Greedent. For Candle? Greedent down for Candle. Gengar is good. Gross down, Gengar up. Really? Is Chomp that good? I mean, there's a discussion of moving Chomp down. I'd like to hear who you'd move up. Bring Garchomp way down. Garchomp is not way down. No way. Garchomp has been good for a while. It is not way down. No way. If anything, I could move Garchomp 1 down, but I could not move it way down. Garchomp is actually pretty good right now. You'd move Glaceon over Garchomp. You think so, huh? Glaceon over Garchomp. What's Glaceon up to since the buffs? Yeah. I don't think I would. D-Knight up. There's a conversation to be had that Dragonite could go up, actually. I could see that. Meowscarada should be B. I agree, but I don't know what I'd move down. That's the hard thing. Machamp for Chomp. Maybe. Armarouge swap with Blissey. I'm not moving Blissey out of top 5. I think Blissey's top 5. Man. Thank you, Lehord. Thanks for the gifted, buddy. A9 over Zarina? Oh, man. Oh, man. Wiggly for Meowscarada? I think Wiggly's pretty good, though. I think Meowscarada's pretty good, too. Replace Tree for Zacian? I could see that. I could do Machamp for Dark Bear. Dark Bear's great, though. It's really good. Glaceon for Mewtwo Y. I think Mewtwo Y is better than Glaceon. Meow and Candle swap. Oh! Oh, this is so hard. The middle is so hard. Okay. Tree is better than Zacian? That argument I could hear. That argument I could hear. If I move Meowscarada up, but here's the thing, it's just not run very much either. I can't pull Azu up, I don't think. Ho-Oh for Lapras? No. I could see Lapras going up 1. I could see Lapras going up 1. Gengar over Absol. Oh, man. You think? Gengar better than Absol? I don't know about that. I think we're honestly pretty close, and I don't think we're going to nail it. I'm going to leave this a final vote up to the chat. I don't want to move anything out of top 5 except for possibly Zacian. Do we move Zacian and put in Trevenant? That's an option I'd consider. Tell me right now. Yeses, Tree goes over. No's, Tree stays where it is. No, yes. Gengar up, Tree over Zacian, yes, no. Gosh, this is so hard. No's. It's so close. We have yeses. It's really close. No's. God, we have a lot of no's and a lot of yeses. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know what to do with it. I'm going to move Tree up and move Zacian down 1. This might be a huge mistake. But we've been going for so long. I knew we wouldn't be able to solve it. This is almost an hour. This is where we're going to leave it. Good, bad, whatever. It's time for you in the comments. If you're watching this on YouTube, let us know what we got right, what we got wrong. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you got all the way to the end, I love you, and I will see you all very soon. I'll be live at LAIC. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you all for everything. Goodbye, everybody. We did it, guys. It was a long one, but we did it.